It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Here's Robinson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
just to break down there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Ooh, the juke. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. On first down, right back to Etienne. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On third down, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm not much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where defense, too, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30 as they've got it as we resume action.
Get to the line!
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And outbounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. On play action, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a great second effort there as he's able to steer upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Duvernay in motion. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. But to throw again is Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Lawrence's throw going to be caught by Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin Duvernay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. There he goes, left side. Past midfield. Jalen Waddle. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. While we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense, how about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end. In the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And hang on here, we got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Thompson going play action here. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Here's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come through.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Dolphins off. To the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Looking to throw, Thompson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Thompson now. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Mostert.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Achane is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
2nd and 6 coming up. Lawrence.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. His way through contact. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 10. 36 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installment.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up, were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long.